Hello everyone, welcome back to Silent Hill 2 Remake. We took a little break to hang out in Night Springs for a while, over in the Remedy Burst, but we are going to continue on with the Labyrinth here. Oh, and before I forget, I actually saw something interesting today. Somebody said on Reddit that the menacing note you found in the prison actually changes over time. So let me see if that's true or not. It's the one you find referring to like the attack in the bathroom. It actually changes after you find the second part. So where's the menacing note? Which one of these is it? Let's see. Prisoner's letter, crumpled note, paranoid note, threatening note. Let's investigate it. Oh yeah, it did change. Look at that. Clever boy, here's your reward. I'm gonna pay a visit to my friend. We could both use a bath. Yeah, so it actually did change after you find the other part of the letter. Well, not the other part, but like after you find the second one. I believe it's probably this one, or no, it's this one, the one I told you you didn't listen. Looks to have been written in terror, so yeah, it did change. That's a cool little detail that I have no idea was even there. I had no idea that actually changed like that. Wow, they're still finding new stuff in the game weeks after it was released. Months even, because it's almost 2 months, so. Okay, so we explored the rotten area, right? Yeah, we explored the rotten area, so now it's the I believe it's the desolate area, or is it the ruined area? I just want to check because I know the scratched out area is where you get the last photo in here, so I want to make sure I don't miss it. It says after the second turn, so I'm guessing we still can't access it yet. Yeah, there's the carving for the next area. I want to get this game done because Soul Reaver Remastered comes out on the 10th, and I want to play that and Soul Reaver 2, so I'm going to be busy with that for a while. And also the Thing Remastered came out today from Night Dive. It's $29.99, which is I thought it was cheap at first, but then in retrospect it's actually a bit expensive for just a plain remaster of a game. But I probably want to give that a try too. That was one of those games I never completed on the PS2, so I want to give that a try. Also, I want to see if they fixed some issues with it, as they claim they did, so. Between that and then Metal Gear Solid, if we ever get to it, and I also want to try out the Batman games, we're going to be busy for a while, so I want to get this done. It's been quite an enjoyable ride, but I think it's probably time to be finishing up with Silent Hill 2 soon. Look at that, it's almost like it's carved or burned into the wall. Kinda looks like something other than a cross, if you get my meaning. An upright shaft and 2 circles. Even though that's an infinity symbol, but still. It looks like something other than just a cross, if you get my meaning. Alright James, let's go. I keep seeing a lot of dialogue on how likable James is among the fans and stuff, and whether you're meant to like him or dislike him. A lot of people come down harshly on him for what he did, obviously the crime he committed, but yes, it was a grave crime, but I don't think he's a complete monster either. I don't think you're meant to view him as completely inhuman. You're meant to view him as just a man. He's not Harry, who's just searching for his daughter. He's not Henry, who's a completely innocent bystander with no connection, and he's not Heather, who's hiding a dark past. James is his own unique character. What the hell is that? Is that a mannequin whistling at us? Okay, so it's the desolate area. I mean, I like James as a protagonist. I don't know how much I sympathize with him, but at the same time, being in trying circumstances like he was can cause you to do some out of character things you never quite expected, some very disturbing things. Oh yeah, it is one of the mannequins. It's that piece of shit mannequin, the spider mannequins whistling at us, letting us know that they're ready. Like, I can understand the circumstances that led him to that, like whether people say it's a selfish decision what he did and all that stuff and inhumane, I understand it, but at the same time you really do have to place yourself in his shoes and wonder, would you actually retain your sanity in that situation or not? I don't know if you're meant to have sympathies for him so much as empathy for him, maybe for what he and Mary went through. Okay, so we still can't go through that one. Yeah, it's just very trying circumstances. It's just one of those situations when you never know what you might do until you find yourself in that situation. Oh, interesting thing, I also saw a video of an early version of a Silent Hill 2 remake, which actually looked pretty interesting, but apparently was never meant to be a full game. It was just a proof of concept for Konami, that showing that it could be done. And James even had like the original patch on his jacket sleeve and stuff like that. So it was actually very, very close to the original. I guess if they proceeded down that path, it would have been more of a full-on one-on-one remake, like Resident Evil Rebirth, or as most people know it, Resident Evil 1 Remake. Okay, we gotta find the octagonal hall, which is where Pyramid Head roams, because that's where the next photo is. The thing about a 1-for-1 remake is it would have been fine, probably would have been great, but at the same time I kind of like that they did some different stuff here to keep you on your toes instead of just doing everything exactly the same, you know, instead of just doing it like RE1 remake. Those remakes have their place, and I kind of still wish we'd gotten a 1-for-1 remake of RE2. You God! That motherfucker! I'd forgotten that thing was even here. God damn it! Making me look bad. Okay, so we just did a complete circle. I guess we have to go down 2 for the first ladder. I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like if you're gonna do a 1-for-1 remake of a game like Silent Hill 2, then why don't you just do a straight up remaster at that point, you know? Because the reason they did it for Resident Evil is because there was a huge difference going from PS1 to the GameCube, and there were a lot of things that they couldn't have done on the original Resident Evil 1 because the hardware wasn't there. You know, you just couldn't do much on the PS1. You were very limited, and so it wasn't really a case of, oh, we don't want to change anything, we want to be 100% faithful. It was more of a case of, we want to do the things we never had the chance to do, but wanted to, and we're limited by the hardware. It would have been the same for RE2. If they did a mostly 1-for-1 remake there and they included stuff like the body armor and some of the other things they were forced to leave out, or that got cut for whatever reason, like if they had left those things out and then brought them back, it would have been the same. Oh, we couldn't do it because of the hardware. There's a huge difference between those two concepts. Like someone asked if well, not really asked, but someone said that it would be a good idea if Night Dive remastered the original 3 games. I think that's a good idea, actually, now that I think about it. It doesn't have to be a team at Konami, it can be them. They've done The Thing, they've done a few other games. They've mostly done action games and James Bond games and stuff like that, but the thing is, from what I hear, that's more about their engine, about, like, they take on projects that they think they can do to perfection, basically. So it's not really, they've done a few horror games, it's not that they have anything against horror, and obviously they just did The Thing. It's more like I guess they take on projects as they get the opportunity, so Konami would have to approach them, I guess, and tell them, hey, we want to remaster this, but we don't know how. Can you do it for us? And then they would say yes, and we'll get to work. But Silent Hill 1 could definitely use that, because if Konami never plans to remake the game, I'm sure a couple teams are considering pitching it to Konami, but if they never plan to remake it, it would be nice to at least have the game available on modern consoles, you know, that's the whole problem. Somebody made not like an HD mod, but more like a mod smoothing out some of the details, some of the rough edges of the PS1 game for the Dock Station emulator. But the thing is, that's still an emulator, and it's still, you know, it's not really a port. It's just, you're just playing the PS1 file on a PC or laptop. Like, I want to be able to actually play the game on my PS4 or PS5, you know, or hell, even the Switch. Even the Switch could probably handle it. Hopefully, I would hope that the Switch could handle a PS1 game running 60 FPS. If not, that would be shameful. But yeah, people want to play the actual game on their consoles, you know, not have it be, oh, we gotta go mod our file on the laptop and emulate it. It's like, just give us a damn game. You gave it to us on the PS3. Why couldn't you give it to us on the PS4? Especially with Soul Reaver coming out, and Soul Reaver 2, and even games like Tomba have come out. Like, whoever expected to see Tomba on the freaking PS4 and PS5? But they did it. So like, people look at that and they get impatient. Where's this damn thing? You know, Silent Hill 1 is a classic game for a reason. We want to see it on modern consoles. It's not even that it looks that bad. It's the fact that nobody will port it, period. If there were a port, multiple ports available, it wouldn't be an issue. So, yeah, maybe do just give that one a night dive and let them have at it, you know. Give them a little test with Silent Hill 1, and then if they do well, then you let them port 2 and 3. You know, give them 1 first. If you don't want to invest in all 3 games, give them 1. I see you. God damn, James, you fool. Damn it, James, you fool. Yeah, you glitch out into the environment there. He had him right here. He had her when she was like at this height, at this level on the wall, and he couldn't get her. Who is coming? Who's coming? Oh, there it is. Come here, bitch. Damn it, James. Oh, come on. God damn it. Gotta inject some drugs, or else we're gonna die here. What do you think is in that? Obviously it has some type of white Claudia in it. But what else you think is in her? God, you motherfucker. Jesus Christ, it's so hard without the gun. You can't gun them down. I see you, bitch. James, you moron, what are you doing? James! God damn! What the hell what was he doing? I was trying to hit that damn thing. I know James wants to die, but come on, man. You can't let them bully you around like that. Come on. Whoever thought these were a good idea. I get the point behind them. You know, they're it's an unwelcome surprise in a labyrinth that you think you know well. You know, you think you know this part of the game, and boom, there they are, and here in the prison. But still, goddamn, they're annoying sometimes. Freaking spider mannequins. Just like real spiders, right? They're not so bad as long as they're minding their own business, but when they show up where you don't want them to, that's when you get annoyed at them. They gotta stick to their place. You know your role, spiders. Know where you're supposed to be. I keep seeing some people say that if they do remake Silent Hill 1, they shouldn't put this emphasis on so much emphasis on combat, that this game had way too much emphasis on combat. And it's like, what do you think this game is about? You know, this is, I don't get the obsession people have with games where you can't defend yourself. Oh, because it makes it more scarier, and it makes it more intimidating, it makes it more lame, it makes it freaking frustrating to play. That's why I avoid crap like Soma and Outlast and stuff like that, because like, even if you were facing a monster in real life, no reasonable sane person would just stand there and take it. You know, the idea that, oh, you would pass, like say there was an axe laying here and you would just pass it up and not even pick up the axe because you don't know how to fight is unbearably stupid. I get why it's done for certain games, but it's just, god damn, the idea that a person wouldn't even pick up a rock or a piece of wood or anything to fight back with, and then on top of that you'd pass by perfectly serviceable weapons and you wouldn't use them because, oh, you don't like to shoot, or oh, you don't like to fight. It's so goddamn idiotic. I hate that genre of games. I don't care that some people say, oh, they're the scariest survival horror games ever, Alien Isolation and Soma and Outlast and crap like that, Amnesia. And I say, oh, just keep that fucking garbage away from me, man. You missed. I actually find it scary when you can fight back, because then it's a question of, are you skilled enough to survive or not? Just like in a horror movie, like if you can pick up an axe and then try to fight back, but then the question becomes, are you skilled enough to fight back against a killer or monster or alien or stuff like that? You know, it's not enough to just pick up an axe and try to wail at Jason Voorhees. The question you have to ask yourself is, are you good enough to survive against Jason Voorhees or not? Oh, we hear the spitters behind that wall. You know, are you good enough or skilled enough or brave enough to survive? That's the real question. But if you don't have an option and there's no way to fight back, then it's just like there is no point, right? Like you're pretty much dead. It makes sense for the alien because of its acidic blood. Okay, I understand that when you don't want to shoot you don't want to shoot the alien when you're not supposed to, and since you're out in outer space, you just blow a hole open in your ship and just decompress the whole chamber. Like, okay, I get that why it would be a very bad idea in that circumstance. That makes sense. I might not like it, but it makes sense, you know. Like even the Space Marines have to be careful in gunning those things down because they could easily kill themselves. That was the whole big plot point in the recent one, Alien Romulus, where they were stranded in the corridor, and they had to, well, she had to activate the zero gravity first, because if she shot up all the aliens, the blood would just burn to the metal, and it would just expose the whole space station to the vacuum of space in that corridor. So I get it from that perspective. I get that, but stuff like Amnesia and Outlast 2 specifically, like I watched Mars play those, and even though it was an enjoyable playthrough to an extent, it made it clear to me that I never want to play those games myself. Like, the hell with those games, man. They suck. You know, even in Condemned, Condemned's a good example of how you can still have fear while fighting back, because that game was terrifying at first. And the thing is, yeah, you can pick up almost any object and fight back, but it turns out that a lot of times the bombs are actually better skilled than you. So yeah, you're fighting back, but the question is, are you good enough to survive? are you quick enough and brave enough to survive against them? Especially when you wander into like the underground portion of the subway and you start running across like mutant bums that look like spiders. Talk about spider enemies. Those games have a spider homeless, and they're every bit as creepy and fast and annoying as you'd expect. And they're still scary. The fact that you can fight back actually makes it scarier, because then when you die, it's on you. It's not like, oh, I never had a chance. No, you had a chance to survive. It's just like they're too damn fast and powerful sometimes for you to handle. So it's almost like the illusion of being in charge and actually having, you know, like a powerful character. Like James here, James seems very skilled at this point handling the pipe and, you know, whacking enemies with the pipe and shooting them down and all that stuff. But you have to remember that the only reason James survives is because the town wants him to. If the town really wanted him dead, it could kill him right here. It could just have Pyramid Head burst through this wall right here and just slash him in two and kill him. Just cut him in two with the great knife. But that's not the point of the game, you know? This is meant to be a trial. He's being punished for what he did. He's punishing himself, you know? So you need to have at least the illusion of being able to survive on your own, because otherwise there's no point. Like with all the monsters and enemies here and the way it can change the environment, if the town really wanted him dead, it could just have a Pyramid Head burst through a wall and kill him right there, and there's your end game right there. He's dead. You know, it's the illusion of being able to fight back effectively that I think sells a horror game sometimes. Because yeah, James can kill dozens of these monsters and mannequins and stuff like that, but let's face it, he can't really Damn, we just did a big circle. That was not where... Was that where we're supposed to go? What do we pick up? Oh yeah, we picked up the handcuff door. I mean the handcuff key. Yeah, James can kill these minor monsters, but we know he can't kill the main one. The one that's really like the bane of his existence, Pyramid Head. He cannot kill that one at all. So all this could really be viewed as just Pyramid Head toying with him until the final encounter. It's just minor distractions for him. Although some people viewed it as him helping out James, like maybe he's helping him against the demons of his mind, you know, the mannequins and stuff like that, because of what they represent. But either way, the point is that it's just not fun. Period. More than anything. You missed. More than anything, it's just not fun to have a game where you can't fight back at all and all you can do is hide. Even the last game, Clock Tower 3, let you fight back during the boss fights. Like you could only hide or distract them when you were fleeing from them, but whenever you got that magical bow at the end of each level and then you got to fight the boss, you definitely got to fight back there. So even that game offered you a little bit of combat. The thing is, obviously a horror game has to be scary, or at least attempt to be scary, but the problem is if it's insanely frustrating to play, it doesn't matter how scary it is. No, a lot of people are not going to like it. No one outside of like a small section is going to like it, because then what ends up happening, you know, yeah, the game is scary, but it's also insanely frustrating to play. It's no fun. A horror game has to be scary but still fun to play, otherwise it's just a gigantic chore. It's just like a movie, you know, like a movie, doesn't matter what type of movie it is. It can be a serious movie, very dramatic movie, it can be a horror movie, but no matter what movie it is, you have to be entertained at least. Nobody wants to watch a movie that's just non-stop depression from beginning to end, you know, or non-stop helplessness from beginning to end. You have to be entertained through it. Like Trauma, like that's one movie I always use it as an example of a horror movie that I will never watch again, because it's so unrelentingly brutal and nasty and mean-spirited and twisted that there's no fun to be had in watching it. It's one of those characters. It's one of those movies that's just meant to disturb you with all the stuff that happens to the characters. But the thing is, after you watch that, you never want to watch it again. And if that's the case, then I think that movie has failed, because at the same time, you know, then nobody's gonna buy the DVD or Blu-ray. Nobody's gonna stream it on, you know, on online, because it's just, the movie is so brutal that there's no fun to be had watching it. Period. There's nobody you can root for, because it's not that the protagonist characters are bad. It's the fact that they have literally zero chance to actually get out of their situation. There's even a point in that movie, not to give major spoilers, but there's even a point at which they have the main bad guy surrounded by cops in a room. There's like 4 cops on him. They all have guns. In fact, 2 of them have like shotguns. The guy's just an ordinary guy. He's not even Jason or anything like that. He's nothing superhuman. He's just a dude. A guy who's the son of someone in the army, but still, he's still just a guy. And yet somehow this guy who had killed one of the women, one of the girls staying at the lodge, and then were tormenting the others, this guy manages to get out of his situation. Even though he's like handcuffed to a chair, he manages to get out of there and kill all 4 of the cops that are in the room, even though they have guns and shotguns trained on them. And it's like, what in the fucking hell? Like, there's no hope at that point, because if they brought him there to the police station, and he's just a man, and his son's not even, you know, his wild, deranged son's not even there to help him out. He's just a guy. Why don't they just shoot him in the head and kill him? You know, the fact that he goes back again to torment the remaining women, even though again they literally had him in a room surrounded by cops with guns and shotguns trained on him. It just makes it ridiculously depressing to an extent, because it's like no matter what the women do, they can't escape this monster. Like, they just like, it just makes it a very, very tough chore to watch. And then of course it has one of those downer endings too, where like the final victim that's left also gets pays the price and gets gunned down by someone. I won't tell you who, but by someone. And it's like there's literally no point to watching the movie. It's just unrelenting depression from beginning to end. It's not enjoyable. And no matter how serious a movie might be, at some point there has to be some enjoyment in watching it. Otherwise, what's the point? Even a really serious movie like let's just take the serious movie, Schindler's List, that tries to teach you about history and show you the atrocities were committed and stuff like that. There still has to be a bright spot in watching the movie, and obviously for that movie is watching Oskar Schindler and his attempt to save people. You know, if there's not one single bright spot in any movie, it's just a chore to watch. It's a pain. I've heard Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage is like that, where the movie is so unrelentingly depressing that it's just one of those downer movies from beginning to end. And apparently I haven't verified this, so don't think I'm spoiling it, because I have not watched this movie at all. But I've heard that at the end the main guy just commits suicide, and it's just unrelentingly bleak and depressing. There's no joy in it. Because remember what I said about how I view the in-water ending as being the most fitting for James's journey. And yeah, that ending is depressing as hell. But the thing is, the journey along the way to get to that ending is fascinating and, yes, very entertaining. If it were just unrelentingly depressing from beginning to end, I would not like that ending, because it's like there's no release for the audience. There's no catharsis, there's no anything for the player. But it's the fact that his journey is so, you know, wondrously fascinating and strange and entertaining. That's what makes it worth it to get to that end, because by the time you get to that end, you already have your theories on what's going on, whether they're right or not, but then you also have your ideas on how the game should end. And so at that point, it's a question of expectations, and, you know, it's a question of what's the most fitting end for this story, what's the most fitting conclusion. Did I miss a door over here? Or is that just a wall? Over here in this little corner. I think it's just a wall, isn't it? Oh, are we in the octagonal room? Oh shit, this is the room. Wait a second. Where's the photo? Climb up the ladder on the left. So we gotta go to the ladder on the left. Oh shit, here it comes. Never mind, we gotta go to the right and then go to the ladder on the left. That actually scared me a little bit. I did not expect to see him right there. Where's the ladder? Where's the ladder? Is it this one? That actually got me. I did not expect to see him right there. I thought we have a little bit more time. Ooh. Oh, this is the wrong one. Is it the wrong one? Shit, I think it is the wrong one. I don't think this is the... Oh, it might be. Never mind. It might be the room right there. Let's see. Goddamn Pyramid Head. Got nothing else to do but chase James around town. There it is. So this was the right one. Whole world ahead of us. Number 19. Alright, we're making progress. I marked that one down, so now we only have one item left to get. And that is the remaining photo once we get to the cube. So, oh, we found some ammo. That's nice. Is there a syringe? There is a syringe. Yes. I want to see if I can get to 100 health drinks at the end. We have to go back down and then break the wall. Come on, James, let's go back down and face our fears. You can take him if you fire like 100 bullets into him. Do you think the bugs were inspired by the movie, or is this one of those situations where it just represents like decay, general death and decay? Oh shit, here it comes. He's way faster in this one than it was before. He's in a hurry. Bust open that door, James. That wall. Squeeze through there. He can't squeeze in there because of his helmet. It's too big. Yeah. You're trapped. Yeah, you can't do shit. Let's get a nice image of that for like the thumbnail of the video. Let's get a screenshot too. Yeah, he's just seething right now. He can't do anything. Technically he could shove the knife through here, but we can just avoid it, so he's trapped. His helmet's looking a little dirty. Looks like the bugs kind of messed it up a bit at that corner there. You can see it looks kind of brown. Unless just this rust, but it is full of bugs though, so maybe one or two of them splattered on his helmet when they just fell down. Who's in here? Oh, it's you. Damn, we should have just sneaked up on her. Shit. I don't know why we didn't do that. God damn. She got him. She actually got him. Boy, the nurse is following you even to the labyrinth. Who else is here? Who else wants it? Mannequin? Spitter? Oh, it is a spitter. Oh, there's one on the ground. God damn! He shot it like 20 fucking feet. How did he get him all the way in here? Oh, he's still coming. Come on, man. Nasty ass creatures. Back to what I was saying about the combat, though. It's funny, like some people keep saying that, oh, they gotta make it less focused than Silent Hill 2 if you remake Silent Hill 1. It's like, dude, Silent Hill 1 is a struggle for survival. It's Harry. It's Harry having to fight those monsters that have been set loose by Alessa to keep him from reaching her, because she knows that if he unwittingly carries out Dahlia's plan, she's screwed, and pretty much the whole world is screwed. So she's unleashing those vicious monsters on her, not just because they manifest from her nightmares, but because she also needs them to stop him. You know, so Silent Hill 1 is an all-out fight for survival. So the whole idea, oh, we gotta make it less focused on combat and more exploration, is just, did you even understand the plot of Silent Hill 1? It's like those monsters are intentionally attacking Harry, because Alessa deems it, because she knows how high the stakes are. So she can't afford, however sympathy she might feel for him, as you know, as sort of like her surrogate father or foster father or whatever, she can't afford to let that interfere. So the monsters have to be brutal, because they have to have an actual chance of killing him. It's not like James, where like the monsters are tormenting him for what he did, and they're like his sins and fears and stuff like that brought to life. Like, those are legitimate creatures that are created specifically for the purpose of killing him, because she knows what's at stake. You know, she knows what's at stake if he succeeds in reaching her with that thing Dahlia gave him. So like, they have to be brutal, and they have to be many. That's why they're so unrelenting, you know. So for you to tone that down, like Silent Hill 1 had way more action than Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 is actually a step back in some ways, because the director and then producer felt that they had put too many monsters, you know, too much action in the first one, and they took a step back. I mean, I would love to explore the town more. Obviously, Central Silent Hill, going to more of the shops, you know, going to Konami Burger. We never got to go there. Explore the mall a bit more. I get all that. But at the same time, you have to have Harry fight, because that's his whole point. He's fighting for survival. And in a way, the monsters are fighting to stop him on Alessa's orders. So it's an unrelenting fight for survival. So you don't do that by getting rid of most of the combat. That's what Shattered Memories did, and it sucked. You know, it was a game that never should have been a Silent Hill game in the first place. It should have just been It should have just been its own original game, instead of being a sequel to the bad ending of Silent Hill 1, because that's pretty much what it is. You don't realize it until you see the ending, but that's basically what it is. It's basically a sequel to the bad ending of Silent Hill 1. That's what it is. But yeah, the no combat thing did not work out at all for that game. It just felt boring and repetitive. It felt tedious to play. And that's not something you ever want a horror game to feel. Tedious and repetitive. That's why I don't like really long horror games also. Because the thing is, I was actually reading in the morning 2 threads, and it just occurred to me to look up what people feel about lengthy games. And it's funny how 2 different sites can have 2 different approaches. Because I read an article on one side, I think it was Games Radar, about how the former CEO of Sony, Sean Layton, said that one of the issues facing games is that they're too long and they cost too much money to develop, and then also they're not fulfilling, and then a whole bunch of people attack them for being an idiot, a moron, stuff like that. They call them all sorts of names, saying, oh, we need long games. Like, oh, if a game isn't 100 hours long, it's not worth my time. And you got to be able to provide 1 hour of gameplay per every dollar you pay for the game. That's bullshit. Like, do you really want 60 to 80 to 100 hours of just tedious, repetitive shit, just to be able to say you got your money's worth? In that case, you might as well play a free-to-play game. Damn, we got the Mandarins back. Which direction is he going? You got two of them there. Damn, where are they? That one's waiting for us. Maybe we can... Let's go past this one. Ooh, you missed, motherfucker. Oh, that one tagged me. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna come back and kill those guys in a fourth playthrough. Now that we actually know what we're doing, we'll come back and kill them in a fourth playthrough. When we accumulate enough bullets. But anyway, on that one side, people were basically lambasting him like hell, like just mercilessly calling him an idiot because he dared to say that games should be shorter. And with a couple people disagreeing and saying that yeah, they agree with him, games should be shorter and you shouldn't have a lot of bloat, as they call it, you know. Games shouldn't feel bloated just for the sake of being long. It should be quality gaming experience for every hour that you play, you know. It should not feel bloated. Because even this game feels a tiny bit bloated in like the hospital and the prison sections. Not much, thankfully, but just a tiny bit. And like I said in previous playthroughs, that's obviously oh hey there, Mr. Pyramid Head. That's obviously the influence of that. Oh, I thought he was gonna come in here for a moment. That's obviously the influence of that people's line of thinking that oh, every hour of a game, every dollar of a game has to be worth at least 1 hour. That's insane line of thinking. And then in another site, I think it was like I don't know if it was a Reddit page or something. Yeah, it was Reddit. There were two threads basically saying the opposite, that all games should be shorter because it should be a compact quality experience instead of just 60 hours of mediocrity, you know, or like 20 hours of a good game and then 40 hours of mediocrity, you know. Because apparently even Grand Theft Auto 5 apparently proved too much for some people to finish. They just abandoned it. And also because he said that one reason he hasn't cracked open Red Dead Redemption 3 is because, or Red Dead Redemption 2 is because it's 90 hours and he doesn't have 90 hours. And they were saying, oh, if you want to play the game, you'll make time. You know, you don't have to play 90 hours on at once. You can play it over a period of 5 to 6 months. And it's like, dude, do you know how insane that sounds? Most people do not want to be spending 5 to 6 months playing one game, one single game. They want to play something different. Can you imagine if Silent Hill 2, if this game, or Resident Evil 4, or I don't know, any other Silent Hill game or Resident Evil game was 80 hours long? That would be interminable. That would be exhausting. Imagine James's journey taking 80 hours. That's insane. Alright, so we found pretty much everything there is to find. Found the picture. We don't really get any other key items here, right? It's just going through the area. So let's jump into that hole. One more jump. Can you imagine an 80-hour Silent Hill or Resident Evil game? That thing would be infuriating. Like imagine if you were playing a remake of remake of Resident Evil 5. And you know that in order to hunt down Wesker, it's going to be 80 long hours until you could actually do so. Like, most people would abandon it halfway. They would never even make it to Wesker. And the funny thing is that also even on the page where people were disagreeing with him and saying, oh, everybody wants longer games and people want live service games that never end, even half of them were still saying, well, I only did 40% of Red Dead Redemption 2 and then they just abandoned the game. What the fuck is the point of having an 80-hour, 100-hour game if most people are going to abandon it at 20 hours or 40 hours in, you numbskull? Freaking idiots. It's one thing if every single hour of a game is providing you quality content, but if a lot of it is just filler or padding, and I'm not saying Red Dead is, I'm saying in general, if a lot of it is just filling or padding, that it's not worth the money you paid for it. I'd rather have a nice compact 16 to 18 to 20 hour at most experience that is nice and fulfilling than 40 hours worth of bloated, worthless garbage. Because that was the problem with Metal Gear Solid 5. After a while, it just dragged on and on and on, and you didn't really feel like you were accomplishing anything with the missions. You weren't really building a big boss's base or making a huge difference in Afghanistan or anything like that. You were just doing busy work for the sake of doing busy work. It's like in Spider-Man 2. That's one of the game's greatest weaknesses in Spider-Man 1 and 2. The fact that a lot of the optional stuff doesn't really feel worth it. They try to make it seem like, oh, Peter is helping out New York and stuff like that, but you don't really feel like you're helping out New York. You just feel like you're doing a bunch of side tasks for Harry and other people that they don't have time to do themselves. It's just like you're a gopher, you know. You're just like Terry McGinnis was for Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond. Go here, go there, go do this, go do that, because Bruce is too damn old and he can't do them himself. That's what it feels like in Spider-Man. It doesn't really feel like you're helping out the city. It feels more like you're doing just a bunch of random collected tasks that most people don't have time to do themselves, so they just get Spider-Man to do it, you know. Oh, I lost my cat. Well, even though that's fun, again, it's like sorry if you're the controller there, the joysticks were popping a bit, but yeah, it's like they just don't have time to do stuff themselves, so they get Peter Parker to do it, even if they don't know it's Peter, but still, you know, they get him to do it. And it's like, alright, we visited her twice. Should we go in there a third time? I think twice is enough, right? Because we went in there an extra time the first time we met her, so I think 3 is enough. Anyway, the point I was saying is, it just feels like Peter Parker is everybody's gopher in those games, and Miles too. Miles also gets a little bit of it in his game, and also Spider-Man 2. Okay, we're searching for the scratched out one. I think I screwed it up because we were supposed to go to vertical one. Damn, we screwed this up big time. Oh boy. Where's the scratched out? I think we may have screwed this up just a tad bit. I was not paying attention when I rotated that cube. Oh boy. We might have screwed this up permanently. Because now we need to find that photograph, and I have no idea where it is now. Where is this damn photo? I guess we just got to do trial and error then, because I have no idea what that photo is. We screwed this up beyond belief. It's down here? Maybe? This is not it. What's in here? Oh, it's a pack of bullets. So there's nothing basically worthwhile in here. Because I remember it's always in the middle of the floor. It's never to the right or to the left. It's always in the middle, straight ahead. Yeah, there's nothing left here anymore. Since we completely did that path. Is it this one? Yeah, we just got to try all of them because I have no idea what that thing is. I completely mixed up the the sequence. It says it's the scratched out one, but oh, there it is. Come on, James, can you make it through over there? You got it. There it is. Your best buddy. Number 3. Okay, now we can proceed as normal. Let's go rotate the final cube. The weird thing though is it's not scratched out. Oh, I think because since we're playing on hard mode, that's why it's not scratched out. Yeah, it says rotate it twice vertically so that it serves the scratched out symbols. It's not scratched here. That's why we're playing on hard. So it lets you figure it out yourself. It's trying to trick you into think if you've already done that one and then you'll miss the photo. I get it, so yeah, it would be scratched out on light and normal difficulty, but here they don't give you even a hint. They want you to realize that they want you to potentially miss it. You have to figure it out for yourself. I get you, game. Is there anything here? Nope. Oh, are these bullets? No, that's just a random piece of the scenery. Trying to find the ruined stage doorway. This is crazy though, right? A whole room that just rotates based on a cube. Can you imagine how much it would take to, all the effort it would take to build something like that in real life? Just a gigantic rotating cube room. It's almost like something on an amusement park would make. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, I think this one's it. Now we head to the gauntlet. Oh wait, this one is not it. This does not lead to where we need to go. I don't know, man, this is me, but I don't find joy in games that are just unending. Even something as Persona, like, you expect RPGs to be long, very long, but even then, at some point you start to get tired of it. At some point you just start to get tired of it and you want it to end. I mean, hell, I was playing Last of Us 2 back when that was released, and even then, by the time Ellie got to the like the whole pier, that part of the game, by the time she got to like the pier and abandoned the abandoned SeaWorld type park, the abandoned aquarium, I was just ready for the game to end. I was like, this game just will not end. It's just unending. It felt like an eternity. So I was all ready for the game to end even before we hit Abby's section. And then once we hit Abby's section, it was like, oh, we gotta play through this again. We have to play 12 hours as Abby. We don't even like her. And then 2, you have to play another 12 hours of the game. Like, come on, man. Just way too long and badly paced, in my opinion. And that game definitely wasn't as long as some of the more modern games that we've seen, and it still felt long to me. Where is this damn doorway for the ruined area? Oh, is it this one? Can't be that one, right? Oh, I think it is this one. Is it? Nope, almost. But not quite. That's also why I don't like free-to-play games, because the idea of investing all this time online into multiplayer games, which I don't really like, and then you have to play with other people online, and the game never ends either, so like you never really have any type of conclusion for the game. It's just it's just unending, and it's just a matter of how much you can play until you finally get sick of it. It just does not appeal to me. It just does not appeal to me playing that type of game. Fortnite, GTA Online, you know, like it's fun playing multiplayer games once in a while, but I don't even really like multiplayer that much outside of Mario Kart to begin with. Or maybe something like Star Wars Battlefront, which is kind of nice. But that's also why I don't like MMOs, massive multiplayer online games, because the idea of spending all that time online playing with other people who you don't like and are very childish in the way they approach the game, you know, like trolls are a meme regarding online games for a reason. They're just annoying as hell. All those 13-year-old boys trying to act like badasses and cursing you out, saying things about your family, calling you all sorts of homophobic slurs. Not my jam. Not my thing. And then, like I said, the games don't end either, so it's just a question of how much can you play before you get tired of it. Some CEOs of certain companies have made statements over the years saying, we want games to be an environment where people can work online. And it's like, who the hell wants to work online in a game? You want to play a game after you come home from work or something to have fun. Who the hell wants to put in work into games and have it feel like a chore? God damn it, which is a freaking... What's the goddamn symbol? I think they changed it because it's not showing up. It's the ruin area. That's the one we're searching for, but which one is it? It's not that one. It's not this one. It's not that one. Is it this one? Did we finally stumble onto it? Nope. I'm just gonna look up that symbol because I get the feeling they changed it for hard mode and I have no idea which one it is. And I can't see it. Like, which one is the ruin symbol? Because before you had him on the walls. Now I don't see him. All I see is a blank wall. Oh, it's the... Oh, never mind. I think it's that one, right? It's the triangle with the cross underneath. Okay, so it's the triangle with a cross underneath, so... It's not that one. Wait a second. Triangle with the cross underneath. We did that one already. Oh, I see what they're doing. Never mind. We had it backwards. It's not a pyramid, it's a triangle. This one, we gotta tilt it. There we go. Oh, look at that. James kinda gave me a little fist pump there. Guess he was excited they finally got it. I'm hoping it's this one. Damn, I think we hoped too soon. It's not that one. Okay, so that's the... Oh, do we have to go down? Oh yeah, I think we have to go down. There it is. So he was fist pumping. Or at least it looked that way to me. Maybe it was accidental, but it did look like he was giving a nice little fist pump that he finally got the puzzle. Alright, so we're done with the labyrinth. Now we just gotta go in here and check out this busted ass gauntlet section, because that's what it is. It's just a gauntlet. This is this Pyramid Head getting his rave lights ready. He really likes the color red. Yeah, he's the Red Devil, alright. It's not just Jimmy Stone. Pyramid Head's a Red Devil now too. Boy sure loves his red. Look at them all lying there like we know they won't get back up. Come on. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not even gonna try to fight them. We're just gonna ignore them. Just run from them. Because there's no point. There's absolutely no point in trying to kill them. So we just run until the time expires. Just keep dodging them until that clock runs out. And we get whatever bullets we can from this. Guessing this is the apartments where they all live in their spare time, where they're not harassing tormented people in Silent Hill. Oh, at least they're responsible. They even got a surge protector, so they're nice, responsible monsters. They want to make sure there's no house fire in here. They don't want to accidentally start a fire and burn themselves. Or maybe Pyramid Head tells them to do that. He's the responsible one. Alright, here we go. Now if you listen closely, I guess if you have the sound effects stuff lower, you can hear the clock ticking. But if you try to raise the volume here, it's just going to blow out your eardrums and leave you deaf. So I do not recommend it. Just run around avoiding them. You don't have to kill them. James is near death over there. There you go, their time ran out. This one completely puked all over himself. He just messed himself up. Yeah, their time ran out. They just had only a little bit of they had only a little bit of time to be able to kill James, and they failed to accomplish that task. So now they're screwed. That's room number 1. Then we got room number 2. Then we got the worst one, which is the Mandarins. I wonder what the ruined area symbolizes. We know the rotten one is for illness and sickness. Desolate, I guess, is the desolation that James felt being alone, and maybe even that some of the other characters feel. Like, Angela sure as hell feels alone. But I wonder what this was. God damn it. God damn, mannequin. Get out of here, you fool. God damn. Will you get off him, fool? That freaking mannequin. Jesus Christ. Just lure him over here. God damn. Okay, this section is still a little difficult if you don't fight back. Just a tad. We're gonna... Damn, completely missed that one. Should have beat the hell out of that mannequin. They were just asking for it. You four-legged pervert. Where's the other one? Should have whipped his ass. They were just asking for it. They just would not leave you alone. It's like rabbits trying to jump at you. Well, too bad. You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna beat the hell out of Eddie for this. Since he's the only one we can kill, we're just gonna beat the shit out of Eddie in retaliation. So, sorry Eddie, but you're gonna pay for what the mannequins are doing here. I'm gonna beat you the hell up, since we can't kill them. What's in here? Bullets. Have any health? Nope, more bullets. Oh, that's how you unlock the door. Alright, so we got gauntlet room number 2 out of the way. Let's go to gauntlet room 3. That thing must weigh a ton if it literally shakes the ground every time he strikes it. It's like an earthquake. Or I guess even just dragging it along the ground, like it must really weigh a ton. We know James can't even... He can barely drag it across the ground. He sure as hell can't lift it like he did in the original one. So what do you think that thing weighs? Maybe like 100 pounds? 200 pounds? It's gotta be really, really heavy for him to not even be able to drag it. James is gonna give himself an hernia trying to drag that thing. Thankfully these guys are easier to avoid slightly. Just keep jumping between. People must get creeped out by the bugs though. That's one thing. I'm sure people who have a phobia about bugs are just completely, you know, taken aback by this room. Oh, there's some freaking mannequins too? Get out of here, fool. Ah, you can't get me while I'm jumping. James is just getting a nice little workout here. And this is just a workout for him. Don't worry, someone's gonna run out. Yeah, this is just a nice little workout for Sunderland here. You can't get James, he's too nimble. It's gonna run out. Damn, they just fell down. Like Johnny Cage told Goro, this is where you fall down. Get out of here, bugs. Let me grab those bullets. Would you trust any health drinks you found in a place full of bugs like this? Jesus Christ. They remind me a bit too much of the Homecoming bugs, which are based on the movie. Maybe it might have been one of those situations where less is more. Maybe they shouldn't have put quite this many of them. Although it would be creepy being in here in real life. You imagine being surrounded in a room like this by bugs? Jesus. Thousands and thousands of them. The only thing that could be worse would be moths. Or spiders. Those would be worse. Alright, we save over here in case anything goes wrong. You never know. There might still be some glitches we haven't uncovered yet. I don't want to take the risk. Let's go confront Pyramid Head, even though we don't really have to fight him here, so we're not even going to attempt to do so. We're just going to push into the mannequins. Alright, James, push through. Push through, Big Daddy, come on. You're the man. That would be hideous in real life, pushing through all those mannequins and limbs. That would be horrifying, but gotta do what you gotta do. Oh damn, I wanted to see if he would catch up with us if we took too long. Oh yeah, he just collapsed. Alright, so let's where are we? Okay, so we're actually close to the room with Maria. So now I'm guessing this is Eddie's other world. It's just filtering in. A lot of people have asked what the significance of room 208 is. I'm not really sure myself. I didn't even notice it until like a couple weeks ago when I saw it mentioned on the Reddit. I think that might either be like maybe either the number of Angela's apartment where she lived, or more likely probably the number of James and Mary's apartment where she lived. I don't think it was her hospital room. It's probably their apartment building because it looks like an apartment door. So I'm guessing that's where James and Mary lived, probably. 208. Maybe they lived back at South Ashfield Heights? You know, Sunderland's building? You never know. Damn, Maria got clapped up. I like her bracelet though. It was one of those isn't that one of those tolerance bracelets they had like Deadpool has on the sticker in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? They have it on the Honda Odyssey, which belonged to Nice Pool, so it makes sense that he would have it. But yeah, I do like that bracelet. There's part of like her looks like Mary's illness a bit, but obviously that couldn't have killed her so quickly, so I'm guessing Pyramid Head also attacked her. Maybe choked her to death or smothered her with his hand. That hand that I'm sure he never washes either, just like James. Someone pointed that out on Reddit, and I can't ignore it now. The fact that when James offers Maria his hand in the hospital and says, "I'm sure it'll be fine," he says it'll be fine. It's the hand that he hasn't washed the whole game after sticking it in all sorts of toilets and holes and stuff like that. I cannot ignore that now. The fact that this man offered her literally his shit covered hand. Oh, and I also saw an interesting picture on Reddit too. Someone who was looking for a wig or something on Alibaba or some hotel, some site like that, or was it AliExpress, something like that, and they saw someone with Maria, someone cosplaying as Maria had literally left a review there. It's right on the front page. Let me see if that is AliExpress. I know it's one of those online market sites. Let's see. Where is it now? Let's see. There it is. Oh yeah, AliExpress. They were looking for a wig and they found someone cosplaying as Maria. Or as they said, they found Maria. So wouldn't know. Maria's leaving review pictures for wigs at AliExpress. Let's go back one more time. We can't enter the hallway anymore. Yep, we can't go back there either. Yeah, I guess he just smothered her, but then she also had a bit of Mary's illness, which they never really explained in the original. Like you never really got the sense of what exactly that was. It just looks like something had cut her lip a little bit, or around her eye. Now you can see clearly it is Mary's illness. I still say this is a pretty nice outfit for her. It's not as revealing, but at the same time it does make her look a lot more wild. Because if you think about it, the original, other than like the leopard print skirt, and I guess maybe the boots, it could have been an outfit that just anybody would wear. So it wasn't particularly seductive or revealing. It was just a casual, ordinary, everyday outfit based on Christina Aguilera's at the MTV Music Awards of what, like, was it 2001, 1999, something like that, 97. All right, let's pick up the great knife, or sword as he calls it. Yeah, someone said this is why they think maybe Pyramid Head is helping James, because he's basically cutting away all the distractions. You know, he's had enough of James delaying his fate and just messing around with these distractions in the labyrinth. That's why he destroyed the cube, so that James can't mess around with it anymore. He can get back on task, you know, focus on what needs to be done. If only it were slightly easier to control, because goddamn, we can. James, where are you going? Yeah, we worked ourselves into a corner there. Damn, we can't move. I think we took a wrong turn, James. Why is he dragging it like that? Just drag it forward, James. Just go forward. This is a really cool detail, though, the mannequins, because like I said, we never got that massive limbs in the original. We saw it in the intro video, we saw it in the manual, the really cool design print they have for the manual. I still got that manual in my old Silent Hill 2 cases from the PS2. I never got rid of those things, because why would you? Those game manuals are a luxury nowadays. So yeah, we saw those mannequins, the horde of mannequins. We saw it over there. Oh, and they never really go away either. They're still there. I thought they went away completely, but no, they're right there. Oh, and look at that. He also destroyed the path back to the upper area, so we can no longer go back to the Historical Society of the prison. Let's go visit Maria one more time, just to make it count. If she's still there. Oh yeah, there she is. Alright, bye Maria. We know you'll see you again. Oh, did they cut out the music? I hope it comes back when we go into Walter Sullivan's grave. Yeah, there it is right there. That theme is called Fermata and Mystic Air, is one of my favorites from the series. Can we hit any of these mannequins? Yeah, so it's nice to get that image, because we never got it in the original. It was just one of those weird things that only appears in the intro and the manual, and we never actually see it in the game. That large mass or mountain of mannequins. So it's nice to actually see it here in person. That was a good choice. That was a good development choice on Bloober Team's on their perspective. Man, but at the same time, someone also said we shouldn't be surprised that Silent Hill 2 got left off out of the Game of the Year from the Game Awards, because like they said, it's like a masterpiece effort. Like it's like a perfect adaptation of a 10 out of 10 storyline, but a 2 out of 10 in the gameplay department. Come on, man, the original Silent Hill 2 was not a 2 out of 10 in the gameplay. You know, you gotta give it like at least a 5 or a 6. Come on, man. I know it's not the greatest gameplay, but that's way too low. Boy, it is weird as hell to have an indoor cemetery. Miriam K. Traitor. I wonder who that is. Miriam K. Traitor. They never answered that, right? Like, that couldn't be Kay Gordon, right? The teacher that refused to help Alessa or tried to and then got easily convinced not to. Could that be her tombstone? And maybe that's why she's here. Like, maybe that K was a middle name. You know, that it wasn't her first name, it was a middle name. That might make sense, because then she would be condemned to purgatory for refusing to help her. And here we go. The man, the myth, the legend, Walter Sullivan. Boy, James, you have no idea what this man is. This man is virtually a god. You have no idea. Be thankful you never meet that guy. But your father does, and depending on what he does, he can get killed by him. So be thankful you never encountered D. Walter Sullivan, James. That is he would have killed you outright, because you would have made a perfect sacrifice with one of his themes. With what he did to Mary and his whole journey here, Walter would have definitely pounced on him as one of the themes for the 21 sacraments. So James should be infinitely thankful that he never met that bastard, because Walter would have literally killed him. I wonder which theme he would have gone with. Which theme do you think he would have chosen for it, James? Chaos? Nah, chaos is more like Richard, but I mean, yeah, I guess it could be chaos, because what James does causes chaos in his mind. Watchfulness, for the way he always watched over Mary until the end, watched her closely decay and deteriorate. Like, source, because of how James is the source of all this madness. Like, there's a lot of different themes he could pick for them, definitely. Or he could have just, now, well, I guess by this time he was dead, so he couldn't do the original 10 heart sacraments, but he could have chosen one of the others easily. Even the receiver of wisdom, because James learns a lot about the town on his journey, you know, throughout his exploration here. So even that one could have worked. James could have been the receiver instead of Henry. If he had just moved into that apartment with his dad there, he definitely could have been the receiver of wisdom. So there's a lot of different themes he could have chosen, for sure. Well, I forgot to check if there were any more bullets. Shit. I guess we could always save. Wait a minute, did we save, or did we save right there or not? Because we can definitely go back and check. Let's see. Oh yeah, we did save. Let's reload it, just because I want to see. I want to make sure that we didn't leave anything behind. Okay, so we got the health drink. Let's check the corners. That's where they usually hide things. Oh, the song's not playing anymore. Okay, so yeah, we did get everything. Just double checking. I just wanted to make sure we did not leave any bullets or health drinks. You know, no items left behind. So let's go. Jump into your own grave, James. Let's go. Time to beat the hell out of Eddie for killing that dog. It's funny how some people think Eddie's a manifestation of the town in James's mind, even though both the developers at Bloober and the original Team Silent have expressly told us he is not. I guess they just don't want to believe that Eddie killed that dog, right? They just don't want to believe Eddie could do his heartless thing like kill that dog. They don't want to accept it. Well, he did kill that dog. And he said it was fun, so that's why we had to kill him. Not so much for killing that other guy, not so much for shooting that other guy, but for killing the dog. Yeah, people get really pissed and out of turn about violence towards animals in films, more so than humans, but you have to accept it. Eddie did kill that dog, and that's probably why this is so bloodstained. He did it, which means he has to die. If he had come to terms with it and shown remorse That's one thing. The fact that he doesn't show any remorse and he's just fed up with everything and has no problem doing it again, that's why he has to die. Who knows how many more dogs he could kill if we leave him, if we let him leave this town. Pyramid Head's sure as hell not gonna stop him because it's not responsibility.
Alone, huh? You just had to follow me all the way out here.
We're responsible for Eddie.
How many times do I have to kill you?
Eddie? Whoa, Eddie, it's me.
Oh. Hi, James.
Eddie, what are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing? You fat, disgusting piece of shit, you make me sick. You gonna cry, fat ass? You gonna run to your mama? Waste of skin, why don't you just kill yourself? Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh!
Eddie.
What's that? You want to talk down to me some more? Tell me to relax? You're just like the rest of them, James.
No, I don't want to.
Shut up! You think I'm stupid. You think I don't see it. But you've been laughing at me all along. Ever since we first met. But you ain't laughing now, are you?
Yeah. Take that, fat ass. No, I'm kidding.
Help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. Yeah, you and me are the same. We're not like other people, don't you know that? Well, you're about to find out.
I like how he doesn't try to fire in that moment because he knows if he does try to fire, James will go right at him. And James might have his own gun. He wouldn't have made it this far if he didn't. He's just paranoid, I think, because he's been made fun of for so long. He can't accept that not everybody is laughing at him. Oh yeah, you can see now, so yeah, these are all the same guy. People say they look a bit like James, but not really. Like, they have brown jacket, the shoes are different. They're not the same boots James has. The hair is different. So this is clearly just a guy he's been killing all throughout his journey, you know. The same guy over and over. Like he said, how many times do I have to kill you? So those are his monsters, or at least some of them. We don't know if he sees the non-human monsters here or not. He said he did before in the original. I don't know if he sees them here or not. I do kind of prefer his speech from the original, just because I like that line when he starts saying he always busted my balls, and then starts going off on the rant, and it just comes completely out of left field because he didn't seem, even though he was clearly a murderer, he didn't seem that unstable until that point. Alright, time to beat him down.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look? Yeah, I ran away after I killed that dog. But you know what? It was fun! It tried to chew its own guts up. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog.
They should have kept this football
now
line.
It's your turn, James.
Alright, here he comes. Surprisingly fast for a heavy man. Ooh. Really? Really, jackass? That's how you're gonna play it?
I'm coming for you.
Ooh. Come here. We got a pipe. We know how to use it. Ooh. God damn it. Oh, come on. Where'd he go? Damn, Eddie's gonna drain our health. He's gonna be the number one source of draining our health. Oh, come on. James, you idiot. We gotta wait for him to fire. Come on.
I'm coming for you. Come on, James, don't be shy.
Damn, we dodged that one. I don't know how.
I can see you. There you are.
Yeah, this one's surprisingly hard, just because that gun does so much damage. Oh, come on. It doesn't matter that James has almost unlimited syringes. You do have to use the cover. There we go. Yeah, Eddie's gonna cost us like 5 or 6 syringes. God damn.
You'll die here, James.
I do think that effect there doesn't look quite as good. It looks a bit pixelated.
Lie like a little girl. And then you'll just curl up and die. And it's gonna feel great. Just like before.
Where the hell is he? Can't see. Where the fuck did he go? Got him.
Come on, James, don't be shy.
Here he comes, you can see a shadow. Oh damn, got us. God damn. You thought he had cover there. It's difficult to judge because of the shadow, whether you have sufficient cover from the gun or not. Got him. Yeah, pound him. One more, I think, does it. Oh, come on. Yeah, that did it alright. There we go. Damn, he's still not dead. It's the fat. It's giving him a natural body armor. Shit. It's like Kingpin trying to punch through muscle. God damn.
I'll kill you, James.
The fat makes him naturally tough. Come on, let's finish it. Let's beat him down. Damn. Gotta corner him somehow. Yeah, it's hard killing him. I'm glad I did this on easy instead of normal, because normal probably be impossible. Unless you just do the chainsaw and cheese it. God damn. Look at that, we're down to 15 for like 23 we had. Come on, James, what are you doing? Got him. God damn it. Gotta track him down. Here it is. God damn it. Freaking fat man. Don't give me a chance to reload. God damn. Damn, we're down to 13. There he is. Ah, come on, James. Really don't want to do this shit again. Ah, come on. Jesus Christ. Got him now. God damn. Jesus fucking Christ. Damn, this fight is no joke on fucking, even on easy, not trying to kill him without using gun. He just moves so fast. Jesus, we used what, like 10? 12? Come on! Now he's just pissing me off now. He's just completely... Motherfucker, will you just die already, jackass?
I'll kill you, James!
God damn, James! Can you just spear him with the pipe? Son of a come on, you fucking shithead. Makes me want to just start over and just replay the whole fucking fight again. Because this is fucking stupid. Come on. Finally, Jesus Christ. Should we just replay that whole section again? Because we just wasted way too many fucking bullets on that. I mean, not bullets, health. We wasted way too many syringes on that shit. Yeah, James, we get it. We get it, James. That took way too many syringes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you know, we're gonna replay that because that was just insane. It's just no, it ain't. God damn. You know, let's just go back to the fucking cemetery. Let's just go back to the cemetery. Look at that. That took way too long and it took way too many syringes. That is fucking insane. That we don't play with that shit. How many did we have? I just want to see how many we had. 23. It took us 14 to get rid of this bastard. James, just jump down. Whatever. Just jump down it there. We just kept running into his freaking gunshots. Yeah, we're not accepting that. An hour 40. We're an hour 40 minutes in. We wasted some time there, so you're gonna try to kill him like 2 or 3 minutes. Just go right at him, cause damage, cause enough damage to just take him down quickly. Because that was insane. It's a problem with not being able to use your gun or like the chainsaw. You just can't cheese it. Yeah, that's just insane. We're not accepting that because oh, there's some definitely ghosting going on there with the shadow. I haven't really noticed it that much before, but it's definitely noticeable here. Alright, we get it. Eddie, you killed the dog, you killed that guy. Let's just go. Let's just go. We get it. There's no ammo to collect here, unlike the original where you actually found some bullets, I assume. Yeah, I think you did find some bullets in the original, right?
You know what it does to you, James?
Whatever, shut up.
When you're hated, picked on,
Where are you?
just because of the way you look? Yeah, I ran away after I killed that dog.
Why can't we just leave and leave him
You know
there?
what? It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts up. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. And now it's your turn, James.
Damn, there's no bullets at all. There he is, we can see him coming. Stay behind cover. Stay behind cover and don't heal until it's fully necessary. When he reloads, that's when we strike. Get him twice. There we go. Now we're putting a pounding on him. Oh yeah, we got him this time. Now we're whipping him. Let's fuck this guy.
You'll squirm and squeal and cry.
You just have to dodge it when he tries to grab you with his hand. That's when you dodge it.
And it's gonna feel great. Just like before.
Look at that. Not a one health drink used yet, or one syringe.
I can see you.
Which end is he coming from? This one or the other one? Oh, here it comes. So there you go. Just hit him whenever you get the chance. Just dodge and strike. Come on. I think it helps that you can see his shadow a little bit in the darkness.
Come on, James, don't be shy.
He's just so fat that you see him anyway. There he is. I see a striped shirt. Stay behind cover. There we go. Just hit and move. Don't bother trying to square up with him.
I'm coming for you.
Where is he? Here he comes. You missed, Eddie. You fat piece of shit. Yeah, and when you hear that click of the revolver, just dodge anyway, just in case. Oh, we should have dodged that one.
Relax. It'll be over soon.
There we go. We got him on the ropes. One more round. Let's go. It's to our left. Nope, he's to the right.
This is it, James.
He's just so fast for a fat man. And he runs off whenever you get a good lock on him. Damn, we dodged that bullet completely. Oh, look at James. Oh, couldn't dodge that one. Shit. We could not dodge that one. That was way too up close. Can't dodge close range. That's one disadvantage to the pipe. James can't do a strike here like he did before. He doesn't have a thrusting attack with the pipe the way he did in the original 2. Where he could kind of use it almost like a spear. Yeah, in the original he had an attack where he kind of lunged forward with the pipe. He doesn't have it here, so you can't, unfortunately, use it that way. Got him. Damn, the meat got in the way. God damn it. Alright, we only used 3 so far. God damn. The meat's getting in the way. Shit. God damn. James, take cover, you fool. Trying to take cover. Got him. Finally beat that piece of crap to death. Took 8 minutes. Shorter than I anticipate. I mean, longer than I anticipated, but oh well. At least he's dead, right? And we can skip that. Asshole, I wish we could beat on you some more. Too bad James can't teabag you Batman style. Or Resident Evil 2 style. Or 4. Because even Ada can kind of do that in RE4 remake. If you make her kneel down at the appropriate angle. Enough times. Yeah, fuck you, Eddie, for killing that dog. Hope you get what you deserve. He's probably stuck in the town permanently now. Well, boo-hoo. Sucks to be him, right? If he gets stuck in the fabric of the town forever, he's just there for eternity. Well, fuck him. And his dog-killing ways. He finally got what was coming to him. Like I said, what's sad is, yes, he was teased and bullied mercilessly, probably based on his words, but at the same time, he didn't have to choose to be that way. He could have chosen to rise above it, or even just harm just the one guy or two or whoever who were teasing him directly. But no, he just had to get the dog involved. And then it was obvious he was going to shoot other people that had nothing to do with it either. So it is what it is. Oh, look at the fog. We are still in quality mode, right? Yep, just checking. Since this one sees a lot more thick But I get that it's out on the lake, so that's why. Of course, it's gonna be more concentrated around the lakeside area. There we go. Got a health drink. Now there is a trophy for messing around in the lake, which I'm gonna try to get. Let's save because I'm not doing that fight again. Wasn't that bad this time. We wasted what, like 5 syringes compared to before. We started at 23. Yeah, 18, so we only used up 5 this time. Nice. There is a photo. It's called Road Trip. Where is it? There it is. Highly missable. Of course it is. It's laying in a bunch of garbage. Road Trip. Look at that road trip, and it's just going out on the lake. I guess it is kind of a road trip still. Can we just jump in there and end it all? Just end our misery right here. Like jumping into Cauldron Lake over in the Alan Wake universe. Just want to end it all and go into a spiral of depression and darkness. Just jump straight into Cauldron Lake. That'll take care of all your problems for you. Alright, so we're gonna try to get that achievement for just messing around in the lake. I think you just have to row in any direction that isn't the Lakeview Hotel and you'll get it. Just making sure I mark down that photo we just got. Okay, let's go exploring around the lake. Let's go to the right. Let's explore that way. Just it's not the right direction, but I just want to see how long it takes. Let's see. James looks like he's straining there. Those wooden oars are probably heavy. They must be, right? Yeah, like I wonder how long he has to stay out on the lake to get the trophy. Not really sure. He looks sweaty too around the neck. You can see it there on the neck area. Makes sense. He's probably sweaty all over under that jacket. You can't see shit in this fog. Look at that. Yeah, how long do we have to stay in the fog? Not really sure. Let me look it up because I want to get this trophy, like I said, because it's one of the last remaining ones, but I'm honestly not sure how long we have to stay out in the fog. Silent Hill 2 remake. Boat trophy. Here we go. Good old Google completing our staying on the boat in the middle of Toluca Lake for 10 minutes will reward you with the Scourge of Toluca Lake trophy in the Silent Hill 2 remake. Okay, so 10 minutes. So I don't know when we started, but it should be around the time we hit 2 hours even, which is actually only like 4 minutes away. Well, in the meantime, let's talk a bit. What other games are you looking forward to? I already mentioned Soul Reaver, the 1 and 2 remasters, which I'm gonna play this. What's the 10th? It would be Tuesday, right? Because the Game Awards on the 12th. Game Awards on the 12th. Yeah, so it would be Tuesday. Definitely gonna play them. Oh, actually, I had to play them on the 12th because I always install them first and then I play them a couple days later. So never mind. I won't be playing it directly on the 10th. I'll wait until the 12th to play them. But obviously, there's that. What else have we played? I got Stellar Blade, which I had to get started on. I was gonna do so yesterday, but I was just too tired, so instead I just lay down to take a nap at it. I didn't really get started on the game, but I definitely want to play that. Indiana Jones, even though it's Xbox exclusive, which I don't have, and I don't have a necessary PC to play it either. I do wanna check out the playthrough of it from the streamer who's gonna be doing it on Tuesday. The streamer I always watch because I want to see if that game is worth it or not. Even though it's first person, I generally don't like first person games. I am hoping that game proves me wrong. So far, I've heard pretty great reviews about it, pretty great comments. Because the story for indies is easy to get. The story is one thing that's very easy to get. That's not an issue. Everybody knows the formula for a good Indiana Jones story. So we know the story will at least be decent. We know the voice acting will probably be great because Troy Baker miraculously somehow sounds exactly like Harrison Ford. I don't even know how the hell he developed that tone, but he sounds almost exactly like Harrison. So we know that's gonna be good. But the thing is, we know that's gonna be good. Ooh, we hit a dead end there at the lake. They're not letting us proceed any further. But anyway, what I was saying is, I wonder how the gameplay is gonna be. Because so far, some aspects of it look a bit questionable. It's in first person. You know, doing fist fights in first person, throwing, enemy soldiers away in first person, picking up stuff, examining stuff. It all looks a bit janky, but at the same time, these guys are machine games, which is our first person is pretty much their bread and butter. So I'm hopefully thinking that they actually know how to make a great first person Indiana Jones game, that they've learned how to do it. Because really this should be third person, but they're doing it because one, they're a first person games company. That's what they do. Wolfenstein is their main franchise. That's what they do. And then the second one is because they said they wanted to differentiate it from Tomb Raider and Uncharted, which I don't think is really fair because Indiana Jones inspired those two series. They should be the ones who are trying to differentiate themselves from Indiana Jones, but apparently because there have been so many Tomb Raider and Uncharted games, that's why they're trying to do something different, which I can admire. I can admire that attempt, even though I don't agree with making it first person. But I'm hoping it proves me wrong, and that it's actually a pretty good game. Because we need to see more series that are not the ones we already have. Resident Evil, Uncharted, and Gears of War, which is returning. Halo, like Last of Us, God of War. We need more IPs that we can enjoy games with. Spider-Man was a good start for Sony, but we need more than that. And Microsoft definitely needs a hit game on its hands because they have almost nothing on there to play in terms of modern games on the Xbox. So they definitely do need a powerhouse game. So I'm hoping it proves me wrong. I'm hoping it's a situation where it's like Resident Evil 7, where I had zero faith in Resident Evil 7 the first time I played it because I did not want to play a Resident Evil game in first person, but they proved me wrong. It was nothing like It was nothing like RE7. I mean, not RE7. RE Survivor. It was nothing like Survivor. It was much more enjoyable, 1,000 times more enjoyable. The storytelling was actually pretty good, even if Ethan was a bland piece of toast who didn't have any personality whatsoever. He was just a guy. That was his whole shtick. He was just a guy. No more exceptional than any of the other dozens of guys we could have played as. But they proved me wrong with that. They proved me wrong there with that game. That game was definitely pretty damn good, and it was first person. And then you also had RoboCop last year, which was definitely a great first person game. Now obviously that was a shooter, so it was going to be more natural since RoboCop is a very action type character, very action oriented, so of course that was going to be a lot more easy to do in first person than another series, but it still turned out pretty alright, you know. It's a bit janky, a bit questionable in some parts. There was one part, like with the bomb, where I started raging a bit near the end, when you had to defuse this bomb. You had to defuse this bomb, and there were also like enemies that would come try to shoot you, and you couldn't shoot them if they stray too close to these explosive canisters, or else the whole place would just go up and light up in flames. So that part got me pretty damn annoyed, but for the most part the game was pretty good, and the storytelling was excellent for such a budget title. So that game proved me wrong on first person games too. RoboCop Rogue City was actually pretty damn good. I definitely recommend it as a game you should play at some time. So far we had 2 out of 2. And then originally on the 360 I played Condemned. Which is a pretty great survival horror game. I mentioned it earlier, where you're fighting the bums underneath the subway and in the sewer sections and stuff like that. And some of them are mutated, some of them are just plain crazy and dangerous. But that game also was pretty enjoyable, and it was also a first person type game. Not necessarily a shooter because you didn't get much ammo in there for your gun, but it was definitely a first person action game. Oh, there we go, Scourge of Toluca Lake. We got the trophy, so now we can move on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we got the trophy. So let's move on. Let's go to the Hotel James and face our destiny. So yeah, those games also proved me wrong on first person. Condemned 2 was less exceptional, but it's still pretty good for one playthrough. The stuff with not being able to see in that game, I don't agree with at all. It just makes the game tedious and frustrating in the earliest chapter 1. But once you got past that, the game was pretty alright. The storytelling took a nosedive, but that's because they changed it from being like a supernatural thing into like this genetic experiment, that was a mistake on their part, in my opinion. They should not have changed out the supernatural aspect of it for whatever the hell that was. Some type of weird genetic conspiracy involving the organization in that game that's kind of like a cult. But yeah, even so, the game was still enjoyable in most parts. So and then there was Dead Space Extraction on the Wii, which I actually enjoyed a lot. I really liked that game quite a bit. So there have been some games in first person which I actually enjoy, so you know, not many, but some. So I'm hoping this one proves me wrong and proves to be the latest, like the 5th game I actually enjoy in first person, or the 6th. Plus we need more Indiana Jones games, period. So prove me wrong, Indiana Jones, prove me wrong. Let's get over to this hotel. We've lingered on this lake long enough. And James looks like he's dead tired from rowing all this time. I think the trophy should have been more exploring both sides of the lake rather than lingering there for 10 minutes, because that's a long time to wait in a playthrough. Even if you're not recording, that's a long time to wait. But we got it. One less trophy we have to get in a potential 4th playthrough. I like this music too. Kinda signaling the end of his journey here. He's finally made it to a special place. He's in Mary's, the Lakeview Hotel. It bugs me that different signs in different places spell Lakeview differently. Some spell it as two words, some spell it with a capital L and a capital V, and then others just spell it with a capital L and no capital V. That bugs the hell out of me, that it doesn't have a consistent name. Even in the original, like, some places will say Lakeview Hotel as two words, and then others would say Lakeview as one word. So that bugs the hell out of me, that this place does not have a consistent spelling with regards to its name. It bugs the shit out of me when I see stuff like that. But that's just part of the naming convention, I guess. See, look at it. Even here is two words, Lakeview. Look at that. The text spells it all one word in capital letters, but then on the sign it's two different words in capital letters. So what gives? Which one is it? Is it Lakeview with a capital L and no capital V? Is it two words, or is it Lakeview with a capital L and a capital V? Which one is it? It annoys the hell out of me. Can we get some ice cream, please? Silent Hill, manifest some ice cream here like you did for Eddie. We heard the UFO symbol there. I mean the little UFO noise. That hovering kind of sound effect. That we're not going to use it here because obviously I'm not going for the UFO ending. I already got that, so we're going to ignore that for now. It would have been cool if you could actually see the UFOs in the sky, but I guess they took a different approach to it. And there is nothing around in this area, so we gotta go inside. Gotta go inside, and we're gonna save before talking to Laura, because we're gonna save that for next time. I wanted to get more of the hotel done here in this section, but Eddie had other plans. Plans that I did not agree with. Look at the reflections. Is that ray tracing all his nice lines? That good old ray tracing that eats up frames per second like it's candy. Although here's not too bad. Like I said, it's actually perfectly playable here. It's perfectly tolerable. Maybe James could move a bit faster, but other than that, I actually like this pace for the game. It makes it feel a lot more like a slower paced horror game, like some people said. And I saw a thread on Reddit now asking which you prefer, performance or quality, and this time a lot of people chose performance for some reason. I still think quality is better. It has convinced me. I will admit it did convince me. It took a while, but I'm actually fully down with quality being the superior way to play it. Let's pick up the rotten apple, because you know it feels more naturally paced compared to the other one. James is just going like super fast. It does feel more naturally paced here, and more naturally in line with the cutscenes too. Okay, so there is a camera and a fountain somewhere around here. There is an actual glimpse of the past. Going north from the apple. Okay, so let's go north. Where's the apple? This is just a fountain. This is not the correct one. Where is the other one? It's one with a camera in it, and it's not the fish, it's another one, so maybe it's this one. It is not that one. I'm trying to see where it is. It says a small fountain, so I don't think those are the ones. Because that's not small at all. That's a huge fountain. North from the apple. Is it over here? Where is that glimpse? I'm not seeing it. No, it can't be over here because there's no fountains over here. So it has to be a small fountain that we're looking for. Where's that glimpse? We still have plenty of time to find it later, but I wanted to find it now before I forget. Yeah, because it says going north. And that is north. You know, the apple's to the south, So it'll be over here, but I don't see the small fountain. Is it over in this direction? There's a patio. Yeah, where is that thing? I'm not seeing it. There's the sign of this is closed for maintenance. We gotta find the bolt cutter so we can open that. It's not this one. Is it the fish? No, it's not the fish fountain because else we would have seen it. If it was a fish fountain, we would have gotten that glimpse many times over. I don't think we've ever gotten this one. Let's head over here. Let's see if it's over here in this direction. See, there's the one where we get the light bulb. Oh, could it be over here? Got some bullets. Let's check this little corner here. It might be in this direction. I guess it could be the fish. Maybe we just gotta examine it from a different angle. Yeah, maybe we gotta get in there and go to the other side, and then the camera will be on the other side, because that does look like a smaller one. Yeah, I think it is the fish. I think it is the fish. Because it looks like one that's standing up. And it's a smaller one. And that's the only smaller one that I'm seeing right now. So I think it might be the fish. Yeah, and there's nothing else to find. So I think it is the fish. So we gotta unlock that first. We need the bolt cutters for that one. Yeah, because there's nothing else. I'm not seeing any I'm not seeing any other thing we can examine. Unless, oh, here it is. Never mind, we found it. There we go. They said it's like an antique camera. That tripped me up a bit because it was like, when did we ever find an antique camera in the original? But it's not a camera. It's actually part of a music box that we found in the original. That's why we're looking for the wrong thing. Alright, we got that glimpse. Now we can go and safely save. Let's grab the map. Waiting for you. Our room. Yeah, she's waiting for you there, James, in room 312. Let's grab the key. Got the key to the music box too. And we're gonna save. Alright, so I wanted to get more done of the hotel, but like I said, Eddie had other plans, so that delayed us quite a bit. And we also messed around a bit more in that labyrinth than we should have. So when we come back next time, I'm going to tackle the first part of the hotel. And then we'll probably have to do a second video where we tackle the second part of the hotel in the other world, and then also get all three of the remaining endings. The dog ending, the Maria ending, and the one I'm looking forward to most, the stillness ending, which I've heard is the best ending in the game. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough so far, and I look forward to finishing it in a couple more videos. So I will see you again next time on Silent Hill 2 Remake on the PS5. See you later, everyone.